And go live, go. We are, um, I can't go live on Instagram on this. Just found that
Okay,
out this
gotcha.
morning. We are
Okay.
live, we are streaming on YouTube, and I'm going live. Anybody on the Facebook page?
I'm on Facebook. I'm looking for you.
Creative
I thought I
Mindset.
did get a message.
Um,
Oh, I don't. Did you invite me to that page? I don't even know. Hold on.
I
I'm
can.
gonna look. Creative mindset, right?
Yeah. And we should be live at this point on. Do you see us? Oh, look. Okay. MJ shows that we are live streaming on YouTube right now.
I don't
And
see you on Facebook. I'm
my
sorry.
browser is showing that we're live streaming on Facebook right now.
I don't see you on Facebook. I don't. I can't see it. Oh wait.
What's the name of the page?
Creative Mindset, and I'm not sure I want to leave this live tab.
Guys, I
Yeah.
see you on Facebook.
You who said
Can
that?
you share it?
Aram, I see you. I
Are
see
you
all
able
of
to share
us.
it with me?
Okay, Aram, can you take that URL and put it in the chat for
Yes.
everybody? Thanks. Yay. Yeah, we're live, guys.
Yeah.
Now, the first thing is one speaker takes up the whole screen. I'm not sure how to do that. Let's go with the panel
There's a
discussion
plus.
first.
I think
There's a-
there's a. Isn't there a plus at at the top of everybody's page like that?
Right.
But
Well,
I
let's
don't know.
see.
Does that only change it for me, or does it change it for everybody?
It did that for me.
Can
I'm not
somebody in
getting
the-
the chat.
All right. Can somebody
It's
in the
very
audience?
laggy too.
You know what? I mean, if we did a live Zoom, it would be the same thing. The individual would have to hit on plus.
Yeah.
So I'm going to Delia and hitting on plus.
Mom, I have the camera.
So that's a. Hey, you had a little Smurf over there.
Wait, what
Okay,
happened?
Lori P says all the audience is seeing is the multiple small windows. Nobody is bigger. Can you go ahead and in the audience put your. I'm blind to what the audience is seeing. Can you
You
put
said
your
we're
mouse
pressing
over somebody and there should be a plus sign in the upper right of their window if you're in the audience, and you can highlight that person. There's nothing wrong with. I'm making a note to look into this. Lori P says, "Yep, that works."
Lori says it works.
Perfect.
Yes, it works.
And see, so what I'm seeing as a host is I'm seeing Delia large, and then I'm seeing everybody else on my right. Okay. Okay, that test is good. I think that's acceptable. So, like, if Lisa Bilyeu is speaking, I think this would be acceptable. What do you guys think?
Okay, so does the audience
Yep.
click on the plus sign in order for them to see the bigger
Correct.
window?
Correct.
So it's not automatic?
It's not automatic, and I have a note to myself to see if I can get a screen. I don't want to waste everybody's time with me fucking around with it, but I made a note to see if I can just have the speaker exclusively, center stage without anybody else. But if we can't, I think this is an acceptable plan B. What do
I
you
don't know
think,
if you care to
Hazel?
know also, but there's a delay on the Facebook Live.
Yeah, that's okay. There's going to be. That's because the settings I put on
Yeah.
Facebook.
It's
Yeah.
already. And
Okay. Go ahead, Nathan.
on my screen when before they have the recording is better than what we see live.
Yes.
It was reassuring me. Actually, better than what we're seeing live. And things like that. So
That's right. And what I will ask you is before you actually close the browser, when we end, I'll remind you of this again when we end. But before you close the browser, if you could make sure you have received a message that says it's completely uploaded. Okay. Okay. The next thing is we want to mock a panel
Quick-
discussion. So I'm going to put minus on Delia. And now I see everybody like a Zoom panel. Hey, MJ, I'm going to hit plus on Delia again. On the YouTube, what does it look like? Does it highlight Delia? No, it doesn't.
Hold on, let me try. Maybe as a producer, I need to. Does that change for anybody in
Go
the
ahead and
audience?
There's like a 30-second lag on YouTube, so yeah. All right, I'll make a note to figure out how to do that.
Tony, are you going to
Clear to be
need,
clear.
Tony, are you going to need a second person who's a producer who knows
and-
what they're supposed to do?
No, I'm just the producer is mainly a witness.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
So okay, so I'm going to minus Delia. So I have a note to figure out how to highlight the keynote speaker on the live stream as well, for lack of a better term, keynote. Okay, next thing is we have a panel discussion. So how is that going to go, Delia? Is in our discussions, is the panel going, oh, you know what? I've got to make a note. How do I hide people without turning them off? Right? Okay.
Not
So when you have a pan, I love it. You're as sharp as that sword, my friend. And as keen. But anyway, Delia, so in a panel discussion, how is that going to go? Is there going to be a little talk first, or are we going immediately to live questions? Do you know? Your mic is off.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think for the panel, I'll be introducing everybody on the panel, so we know who's all here, and then kind of lead it off, I guess, with a question, and we'll just keep going with questions and allowing everybody to engage with the questions and answers.
Cool.
And the audience members will be able to like drop their questions in the chat if they have questions also.
Yes. So, audience members, at this time, let's invite everybody to ask a question and put your question in the chat. And I wonder, see, what I'd like to do is I want to ask somebody to try and do a live call from the audience. And I don't want to say that in front of everybody. I don't want to say, like, let's say Sarah H. Sarah, can you do a live call? I don't want to have to do that in front of anybody. I wonder if I can message hers. For me, Aram and Hazel are pixelated a bit. Okay. I see that too. Okay.
Are you using an aftermarket camera as well?
Am I? No, right at the moment, I'm using my computer camera.
Yeah. The camera in this computer is really old.
Okay. Not the best cam, says Hazel.
Will everybody have a decent camera for the event? Because we'll definitely need it.
How
Maybe.
to
It could be the
manage
software though.
audience members. So
My camera looks
You're
fine.
pretty good, man.
Yeah, and I'm just using my laptop. So it could be something to do with the software.
Around,
it is.
yeah, around. What do you think?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Camera from my computer. Lighting is not. Maybe if I move.
Yeah, because your camera is usually like
Yeah.
really clear.
You're
Yeah,
really
I-
pixelated.
That might be
not
a
good at all.
problem.
It's kind of dark in there.
That might be a problem when
Yeah.
we do live. That might be a problem. Now, the recording is going to be pristine, I'm telling you, because I've done this with Aram before too. But if the live isn't great, is it pixelated on YouTube?
It could, Lori mentioned the light because Aram is better now. So it could just be the lack of light. Hazel, are you in a brighter area right now or is it a little darkish?
Little darkish. I'm not in my usual office room, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So maybe it's light.
Yeah.
MJ, you're a little fuzzy for me. How much light do you
Aram is
have?
still a little pixelated though,
Not
even if
not
he
a
like moves
terrible
a little
amount
bit.
of light. It's just natural light, so I don't have like any overhead or anything, but I would definitely have something for that. And on YouTube, to answer your question, everybody looks fairly decently not pixelated. It's not pixelated on YouTube.
And I'm going to the
Aram's not crisp. You're in a dreamlike state.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she's got like an aura.
Everybody look.
Aram, it's not
That's appropriate.
Well, I think Aram just needs to get a Kleenex and wipe her camera down. That might help. You're on a Mac Mini, right? Not a Mac Mini, but a
I am.
MacBook Air. That helped. A minute amount. It really did.
Yeah.
When I look at myself here, it looks perfectly.
Yeah. And the recording is going to be perfectly clear, but we also have to be clear on the live. Okay, I keep talking.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a message. So the way a live call would go is audience members ask questions in the chat. And then if we see a good one, I got to figure out how to directly message that person and prompt them to start a live call. But let's do that in front of everybody right now, since I don't know how to directly message people. So can we ask Sarah, do you have, or anybody in the audience, do you see anywhere where you can do a live call? Do you see a button? I can see Sarah say, "What's up?" and Delia says, "Sarah."
This is Sarah.
Yep, we have a start live chat in button. Lori, can you go ahead and press that?
Yes.
And tell us when you've pressed it.
I don't think she wants to push the button. Push the button, Lori.
Well, I may just be like, I may have to,
It's Doomsday button. Push the damn button, Lorena.
no, I may have to
It's like, oh, did you say
approve her.
disaster? Boom.
This is, I may have to approve her, but I'm not seeing her. Oh, yep, Sarah is calling and I get to approve her.
So can I?
All right, so this is what I have to go through to get here. Listen, I have to go through. So I have to go through, click the live chat first of all, and then everybody on YouTube and Facebook are watching me in my pajamas. Hi everyone. Anyway, I have to click on the go live, and then it asks me what it asks. Or not headphones, and then it asked me what my question is, my name, my question, and then it asked me for permissions for cameras and headphones, voice. So it was like a lot of steps to get in here. Like it was a few steps to get on the live.
Kind of the same things we had to go through.
Was it fairly clear though?
Yeah, it was very clear. Yeah.
But
The
she's
reason-
tech savvy. If you have somebody that's like older in the audience, or somebody who's not tech savvy in the audience, or somebody who's just like confused, or maybe they don't have cameras and mics set up, how is it going to be for them?
Well, let me ask a couple questions, because when we take questions, we can just quickly go through those instructions. So Sarah, where is the first button? In the upper right, upper left, lower right, lower left?
Bottom, middle.
Bottom,
Go-
middle.
Okay.
Start live or something. It was whatever Lori said. Wait, what did?
Oh,
Go
you know
live.
what? Could you or Lori
Start
maybe
live calling.
screenshot? Could you guys take a screenshot so that Tony can actually see what your screen?
All right,
physically
so
looks
I'm
like?
gonna hang up and call again. Is it? I'm not sure if it's gonna take me through the same steps, but I'm gonna hang up and call again and take a recording actually of it.
Okay.
Bye.
Lori
So,
says she did the same, but she couldn't. We couldn't hear her.
try again, Lori. And so what we do is there's in the bottom of your now, if you have a question, no, actually what I would do is go through the steps. If we get a good question that we want to answer, then I'll DM that person, send them the instructions on how to go live.
Sounds like a plan.
So right now we're checking to see if Lori P can call in. No, we can't hear you, Lori, until I allow you in, but I can't. See Sarah is calling again. I'll go ahead and admit Sarah. So, Queens, we have another question from the audience. Welcome, Sarah.
So my question, thank you all very much for doing this. My question is to Queen Nathan. Nathan, what's up?
Darling.
Talk to me,
Hi.
sweetie.
We're gonna need you in some drag makeup that day.
Awesome. And now Delia will say, thanks. That was a great question. That's a good discussion. Let's see who's next.
Unless it's not a good question, and then I'm gonna say, "Well, that was a shit question." Tony, what are you doing? That's how that'll go.
Don't forget we're live streaming.
Oh, well, who cares? I don't care. I'll still say it live. No.
All right.
Sister.
I took
Thank-
a screen recording of this. I'm gonna send it to you, Tony.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Sarah. You are so helpful. And we're going to wrap this up in a second, but I'd love to see if Lori P can figure it out. So it's in the bottom. There's a button that has the word live in it, Lori. Who else
Something complicated.
Anybody else can try calling in. Anybody in the audience, try going live. The reason it asks you if you're using headphones or not is because if you're not, it will cancel the echo automatically.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
So I wanted to become an audience member. Would I have to hit the hang up button, like after a panel or something? Would hit the hang up button and then I have to come back in as an audience member? Or can I just, is there a
That's
way
good
to like
question.
transfer myself, like get up from here and sit down in the audience?
That's a good question. I know that I can cancel that call. So if somebody like Sarah is asking a question, I know she can hang up or I can hang up. I will make a note to see what happens when I hang up because Sarah hung up last time.
Okay. And if Sarah hangs up, like, does she go right back to the audience, I wonder?
Did that happen, Sarah?
I'm
And
just
while
curious.
Sarah answers that question, Lori, oh, she said yes. That's a great question.
So I'm wondering if I hang up, if it brings me to the audience or if it just like, bye, kicks me out.
It brings you back to the audience, apparently.
Okay.
So Lori, do you see a button that says I am wearing headphones and another one that says I am not wearing headphones, Lori? Because Lori says I can see you.
Yeah.
I really want Lori
I
to
think
come
she's
on.
on that preview screen, but I don't think I think there might be more buttons for
She
her.
figured it out. So guys, we
Yes.
have that was a great answer. You guys are really smart. Now fuck, Lori.
I got her. Can't I?
Yeah.
No.
Did you Diane, did you approve her?
Yes.
Oh,
Should she not have
excellent.
been approved? Okay.
So the producer can do that.
Yes.
Excellent. I love to put that. I would love to put. I'm going to make a note that says choose a good producer for the run. and it might be.
So what
that.
if I start asking really inappropriate questions, like how much money do y'all make?
Well,
Are you guys
Yes,
getting paid for doing
getting out
this?
of here, Lori.
So make. Can we do that?
Cancel?
yeah,
Can you get rid of
cancel
me?
her, Diane.
I don't
No,
know
it
that I
doesn't-
can.
Or just off the call? Off the call.
Give me a button. I'll kick her ass out of here in a minute.
Hold on, let me see if I can.
You have lived on Dealey Patterson.
Where's that button now?
I don't think I can. I'm not seeing the option.
I found
She's
it.
got.
Oh.
Where was the button?
I
The island.
have 3 tabs. One's called Studio, one's called Media, one's called Chat. I went to the studio, I saw Lori, and I just said disconnect her.
Oh, okay. Because I've got studio as well. I don't have the media one though, Tony.
Oh, so you have Studio, Diane?
I have studio. So all
We
I
all
need
do, I think.
Yep.
So Diane, if you click on somebody, if you hover over the 3 dots, that's where I saw the disconnect from
Oh,
call.
okay. Cancellation. So anybody on the
Oh.
panel can cancel anybody? That's
Uh,
good to know
nope.
to let people
No.
know.
I
No,
Oh,
I
you
don't
guys
have
don't
3
have the
dots
3
with
dots?
the names.
No.
only the producer.
Okay.
I'm liking this platform. If I can figure out the pixelation issue,
Yeah.
if I can get better quality during the actual webinar,
Mhm.
then I'm liking it. What do you guys think?
I like it. Prematurely, I'm thinking Sarah Collegia would be a good producer for the panels.
Okay.
Yes.
Because you need somebody's going to have to be able to keep up with the chat, go through their questions, know who to pull out, who not to pull out.
Yeah.
I would trust her with that. Not that I wouldn't trust anybody else, but she just popped in head.
So I
Sounds
have
like-
another test I'd like to make because this will inform me of something. Tell me if you guys can hear
Oh,
this. Audience
okay.
members too.
Excuse me for interrupting, but now you may. Hey. Music.
Yes.
Yeah, I won't be on the interviews or anything because I'll be in the background, so maybe I.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
That's
not
true.
a bad idea as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Sarah's doing media and all that stuff. So maybe I could do that on the day. Be the producer.
Okay. That sounds good.
So
but that
go
music
ahead.
that you were playing,
yeah,
Tom?
that it says playing live. Can anybody in the audience hear that or see that media? It's Whitney Houston, Queen of the Night.
I could hear it.
Well, anybody in the audience, Laura P. or Sarah or anybody else, there's 11 people on here. So can you
There's gotta be
hear
5
any
more.
music?
Oh, Lori's calling in again, or Lore. I don't know who Laura is, but I'm bringing Laura on.
Great.
Where is Laura?
Okay, I'm going to stop the media. That's good to know.
Okay, I don't know what happened to Laura. I clicked her green and she's not shown up.
As did I.
Oh, so we both can't do it. Okay,
Well, I did it first.
so your fault.
And then you
Okay.
said, oh, let me click on her. Laura, come back. Well, now there's only 10 people, so she may have just left or lost her internet.
We
All
might-
right.
we might have
I really
canceled her.
want to figure out how to do this media and
Yeah.
and see if you guys, and I don't want to take up your whole fucking morning either. So
And we can
So
share
you can hear
screens,
that.
too.
But why isn't it playing?
Okay, Sarah asked if Lori was kicked out of the band, but it didn't say Lori, it said Laura. So I thought it was a different person.
Okay. I'll make a note to figure out how to do the media.
I was going to say, what about the screen share part?
Do you have a screen share?
I do. What if I hit,
Man.
can you see?
Yeah.
Also,
How did you do that? Oh, it's screen. Want to share mine too?
Wait, there's multiple screens up. Is that Sharon?
That's yeah.
Oh,
that's
I
'cause
see.
As
I
soon as
see.
you, that's because we all shared it at the same time.
Okay, I've taken mine
Got it.
off.
So everybody has, like, everybody can share their screen if they need. If you have a slideshow or a presentation that you want,
Man, how
For the
crazy is this?
YouTube, it's funny.
Okay.
Oh, Lori P's calling in again.
All
You
right.
wanna
I'm
take
not
it?
touching her. You do it.
Okay, boom, she's in.
So on the YouTube, it still gives all of the, like, just a little piece.
Can you hear me?
oh,
But I came in as, on my screen, I look like a participant now.
touching her. You do it.
Okay, boom, she's in.
So on the YouTube, it still gives
who's playing back?
a little piece.
That's MJ showing us the YouTube.
I know, but why is it playing back?
I came in as, on my screen, I look like a.
I'm not touching her. You do it.
Okay.
So
MJ, can you mute?
So on the YouTube, yeah, well, I got it.
Who's playing back?
Only be. Okay. Who else?
I'm also hearing a major delay.
my screen, I look like a.
Lori, can you mute for a moment? MJ, can you mute? That's what it was. Yeah. So MJ, we were hearing. Yeah, we were hearing the playback through Lori's mic. So that's a very important note.
And everybody,
Right.
it's really cool. Actually, I got it, but suddenly River FM adds a find your live and River FM advertising straight away, and I didn't.
Of course it
That's
did.
awesome.
Because they're snooping
Yeah,
on
of
the
course.
Click funnels. Click funnels.
Yep.
Fine.
It's Hazel's fault.
So I have one. Okay, here were my notes. One speaker takes up the whole screen. I got to figure out how to do that. We did a panel discussion. We did questions from the audience. We did the Facebook live stream. We did recording everyone. Now we did a live call in from the audience and how to use the screen to question before a live call. We did the again chat function. And so my notes are figure out how to highlight the keynote speaker. How do I hide people without turning them off or disconnecting them? The pixelated issue, how to message audience members directly. Sarah's going to give me her screen capture of how she called in live. Choose a good producer for the run. I wrote down Sarah. Let me do dash Nathan. That's up to you guys to decide. And then Lori's mic picked up the playback and resulted in an echo. So I'll look at that.
And probably this gets fixed with well, I don't know. I'm hearing myself. That's driving me crazy. But anyway, when MJ showed the YouTube of you sharing the video, it only showed in a small box. It was full screen on my computer. I went full screen for me, but on YouTube it's only showing a small box.
Oh, that's cool.
Same on
Instead of
Facebook.
Same on Facebook.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that could be a problem if they're going to have any type of presentation slides.
Also,
Right,
before
writing
we
that down.
head out, I'd like to hit the hang up button as a speaker and then see if I get launched over back to the audience.
No, you'll probably just be disconnected.
Cool.
But let's see.
To leave anyway.
I'm fading.
Very good.
Good night.
We're done. Thank you guys.
Oh, I
Let's-
have a question before we head out.
Okay.
For the breakout room.
Something else too. Yes. Thank you, Hazel.
Yeah, the
Breakout
breakout
rooms.
room. How do we do that here?
Let me research it and I'll get back to you. Breakout rooms. Okay.
And I have
Thank
one
you,
other
Hazel.
up too. I know some of you dropped off the call yesterday. But we were stuff. And Tony, I think I need your help on this.
Sure.
But after we figured this stuff out, and it's Lori's fault. Lori brought up the question about like the content, the legal stuff.
Right.
We need to have maybe a not-for-profit powered as fuck queens to do this properly. And I would personally rather do this the fullest right way than to rush and do a half-ass job. So we need to figure out
Amen.
if somebody can do this as a not-for-profit, so that as far as taking in payments and being able to donate that to the organization, as far as like on the contracts and all of that stuff with speakers. Tony, I think you said that you had somebody that was helping you with your not-for-profit mindset.
Yeah,
And
she
I
wasn't
don't know who else
very
to
helpful.
ask. She wasn't helpful.
No,
We need to-
she's
need
an
to find that
ITU
out.
student and she's a tax lawyer, but she hasn't been around for months.
Got it.
And
Okay.
and yeah, so there are two issues you're talking about. One is the not-for-profit. In order to receive donations, there's got to be a way to be able to take donations
Nathan, if you
and
gotta fade out too, by the way.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Sorry. I just want to hold on to it.
If you can tell me what the divine masculine is.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
One.
Go to sleep.
Yes, sir.
there's got to be a way for us to funnel money to a charity without setting up a not as far as getting rights to media. I already reached out to somebody and I'm waiting for them to get back to me to figure out, how we can use that. And my guess is that nobody's going to give a shit if we give all the proceeds to a charity. But
I agree.
which means it won't cost
as
us
far
anything.
as that
We
goes,
still have to
but
do it.
whose social security number is being used to take all that money in? I don't need that shit on my taxes. So that's the problem.
That's a big thing.
Who will we actually be funneling money to as far as being able to set up a Stripe account or a PayPal account? That's the bigger concern.
Can the charity
Definitely
itself?
But that would mean that we need to monitor what's going to that charity. We need a way to filter all of that and figure out what, as far as like the web page goes, and set
Did. Can I unmute Diane? I cannot. Diane, you're muted.
the producer's muted. What the heck? No.
Sometimes when you buy a book, if you show the receipt, then you get the bonuses. So if they screenshot that they paid, that they donated to the organization directly, then they get the bonuses. That eliminates us touching the money.
It also eliminates us capturing their emails and doing all the other stuff too, right? Or
No, they have to
does it?
contact us to say, this is my screenshot that I donated money, and that's where we get their email. They would do that so they could get the bonuses, so they would want us to have their email.
MJ, I am going to
Also,
end
even if
the
they sign
stream.
up to join, to attend the summit, we'll also capture their
Yeah.
email that way.
Because otherwise they can't join. We
Right.
need their email to join.
Yeah.
So that means
That part's
Diane,
true.
we don't have to take the payments.
Exactly. They would
Which
have
would
to
make it much
prove that they
simpler.
donated directly and give us a screenshot.
That could work, but here's my other thing too, because we're donating the proceeds doesn't mean that they're not anything. So does that mean that the people speaking are the ones paying for how, like, all the stuff we need to make this run, and then the audience members are the ones who are actually donating?
The
So we
audience
would have-
members are donating.
That's why we're putting it,
Go
we're
ahead.
paying each, that was it, right? $40 to kind of
Right.
To take care of
like
the
the ads or
expenses.
something.
Mm-hmm.
Because we would still, I mean, contract or something for each, like something.
We do still need a contract. We need
that-
to definitely
I mean-
have contracts, I think, for the speakers. And to sort out like who has legal rights over content and this, that, and other, because people get weird. I'm not that weird person, but some people are.
I mean,
Not saying
Better
that
safe
it
than
is.
sorry.
contract where wouldn't it be like a generic contract where just all the speakers can use the content? Just something generic like that. If you participate as, you have the rights to use the, social media or whatever you want to use it in.
I think
Is
that
there
may
any-
fly for us as panelists, but I don't know. We
Right.
might need a separate type of contract that's more detailed for like Elisa Billiou, Elisa Nichols. Like they're gonna want their shit like 100% straight. That part I'm not really sure of.
I also
Um,
do feel like we do need an EIN number and to register it as a business because we're using the name of something. So I think it's really important to make sure that that name isn't out somewhere else and we're not infringing on anybody else's brand rights.
About this. And who do?
track
That's
to
good.
see who has suggestions or who can offer any type of direction we could maybe go in for that. Because
Like-
also the based here in the States or within our side of the world, like whatever.
And that
About
person,
stuff.
since this is a non-money making enterprise, that person should probably be available to volunteer their services. I was just
Mhm.
writing a note to myself to send an email to someone to recommend a lawyer for.
If there's a decent female lawyer that would be willing to come on pro bono and help us out for the cause, that would be amazing too.
Yep.
There's
And
gotta be.
obviously she'd be part of the email list / like get access to all the stuff that we have access to.
So we came up with all of that, like as far as like a hiccup, like we want to make sure that we're doing this properly, and because we're like 54 days away. There's no way
Is
we're
it
going to be able
55
to. I would rather extend the date to like October, November, and do this properly. That'll still give us time to get our marketing together. It gives us time to flesh out the rest of the details. And yesterday we had so much great information. We talked about the masculine divine. We talked about bringing in a group of men that would be able to speak to like the masculine divine part, where we I have notes. I have a shitload of notes to get to you guys. But we talked about Dr. Espin. We talked about somebody named Steph. I forget his last name. Justin Baldani, Aubrey Marcus, Mark Divine, men like that, to have them do a divine masculine type of panel as well, to bring guys in. So like there's so many, there's just like so much good stuff that I really want us to do it the proper way. And we have some really solid shit to go on, but 55 days isn't enough.
Guys, can I try to stop recording? I think Tony stepped away.
Oh yeah, you can
I'm
stop
gonna-
recording.
Live.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
Oh
to.
shit, we're on live. Well, if y'all hear this,
And we're talking
mind
about
your damn
planning and
business.
stuff.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
we-
I would say definitely.
Are we still live, or was I able
yeah,
to
we're
stop
still
it?
recording.
we are.
Still recording, but are we still live?
We are.
We need
Well,
Tony.
we know that Tony takes bathroom breaks, so he'll be back soon. And that is live, so he'll want to delete this part.
Tony went potty.
Tony went to body. We'll sing a whole
Like, I
song.
like
Where's my
your
guitar? I'm gonna
idea.
bring my guitar.
Dee, I like your
What'd you say,
idea of
Ron?
postponing it, except postpone it and we don't do what we're supposed to do within that time frame. We're still going to be back right where we are right now.
Oh no, I think that we have a